Hey, this is Rick. Join me today as I go on my very first motorcycle camping trip. Now, I've traveled on a motorcycle before. In fact, I took my Honda Valkyrie all the way down to the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee. The big pack that's on the back of this bike is one that I used then. I'm excited about this, and I hope to learn a lot. If you guys have any ideas or comments or questions, feel free to leave them in the comment sections and join me as I dive into this brand new form of camping. I had an opportunity to meet up here with my buddy Andrew, and we're gonna just have a Coke, and then I gotta take off and head north and get to the campground. So he's got a really cool looking Harley. And what kind is that?
Super Glide Custom.
Super Glide Custom. Way cooler than my bike. Well, I just had to stop here and take this in a little bit. This is the middle of nowhere. Taking some back roads. Looks like this has been all cleared out for drainage. Bike's doing great. I do need to get some smaller gear, some better ways to tie some things down. Well, I made it here. It's definitely a colder ride than what I thought it was going to be, so I need to find where I can set up camp here. I'm at a friend of mine's. He kind of oversees this Shriner Park here near Sandusky, Michigan, and he's allowed me to come here and tent camp, but we don't have any amenities. Everything is still shut off here, so there's no electric. I'm just gonna wander around. Need to find a good spot to set up the tent and get a fire going. We're gonna lose light here pretty soon. I messed around hanging out with my buddy, did some riding a little bit. He had his Harley out, so kind of a cool evening here, and it's gonna be the sun setting very quickly, so it is time to find a spot. Let's look around. Well, I found a spot back here. There's an old pit toilet right there, which will be convenient. And so I cleared off the spot here to have a fire, and then I'm gonna pitch the tent. I think I'm gonna pitch a tent right on the leaves, and maybe that'll give me a little extra insulation. Well, I've been up here a couple other times. Last time I was up here, I'm a pastor, so right over there in that grove, I did a wedding for my friend and his bride. This looks like a little outdoor kitchen they have here. Grab my bike here. Found a board to sit it on so it doesn't sink in. Let's go get set up. Getting a fire going here. Need to clear back the leaves a little bit more, but and build this up and get the rest of the stuff in the tent, and then start working on supper. Well, this is my big tour pack that I've had for years. I used to have a Honda Valkyrie years ago, and I took a tour down to the Smoky Mountains. This was long before I had kids, but I bought this giant tour pack for the back of that bike, and I never got rid of it. It's way too big for this bike. I really need to get some saddlebags or some side bags or something for this thing. I managed to stuff my sleeping bag in here. Actually, it was relatively easy to do that. I wasn't sure that it would even fit. Surprised at how much it smashed down. So I got the sleeping pad in the tent. This has the vestibule out front here, which I need to stake out a little bit better. But it's nice because I'll be able to put my tour pack in there if I want to, but I have plenty of room in here. This is a 2-person tent, and I did that on purpose. I bought this tent, and I've already done a review on it on my channel, so you can check it out. It's an Ozark Trail. It's supposed to be a backpacking tent, but it's too heavy for that, really. I bought it for the motorcycle. Never got to use it last year. That's kind of a funky way to heat water up for coffee. But I had this great idea. I'd bring my little tin cup in order to heat the water up in the tin cup for coffee. But that was the only cup I brought. I was supposed to bring a second cup, and I never put it in there. So I'm going to heat the coffee up first and then make the coffee. All right, I got a phone call there in the middle of that, my father-in-law. So I heated the water. The coffee has been poured through my pour over here. I brought some bottled water. So I got 16 ounces of coffee there. I'm going to get another bottle of water out, and we're going to get the venison going. I forgot 2 things. My axe, which I just sharpened at home. I forgot that, and I forgot my grate to put across the fire. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to put the venison in my pan, and life goes on. I also forgot to bring salt and pepper, but I do have steak sauce, thank God. I got my potato in the fire. I wrapped it up in tin foil. Hard to get better than this. Quiet, peaceful, pretty awesome. Well, since I don't have my grill, my grate here, and I do want to have this more than just pan fried, I'm holding my steak, my back straps over the fire with my grilling tongs that I did bring. I did remember those at least. So it should be better than just in the pan. Well, my steak is done. And I need to unwrap my potato here. I did pull out one of these picnic benches to give a little bit of something to sit things on. But they are pretty dirty because they've been stored back here for a long time. Got the fire built up a little bit here, not a whole lot. Let me see if I can get this potato unrolled. I was able to get that unrolled. It is not completely done, but it's pretty decent, and it's good enough to eat. I'm not going to worry about it. And I'll just use some steak sauce on the potato to give it a little bit more flavor. I'm sure the steak will have quite a bit of flavor on it already. This is perfect. A little bit of steak sauce on the potato. Yum. I'm in the tent now, and I was going to put up these really cool LED lights, but I misread. I thought it said 3 AAA batteries, and it's actually 3 AA, so that's not going to happen tonight. I got everything in here, got my big pack in here, and I'm just going to lay down and relax for a little bit, and then make sure the fire does go out and turn in for the evening. We'll see you in the morning. It just passed 6:30. My alarm went off. It's time to get up. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to stay real long this morning because it looks like we have rain in the forecast. I'll double check. But it said about 9 or 10 o'clock. So I'll get a fire going, spend some time here, pack up, and head home. But not yet. Here's my ridiculous way of heating water. Got to keep it a little bit away from the fire, that way the handle doesn't get so hot. Sure can't beat this morning. Well, I looked at the weather forecast, and it appears that the rain is going to be closer to 11 o'clock. So I think I'm going to aim to leave here by 10 o'clock. That way I can avoid getting wet on the bike. And if I take some time getting home, should be okay still. But I'm just going to chill out here this morning and enjoy the morning. One of the good things, there has been plenty of deadfall wood for the campfire. Just dragging a piece back now. I've had to use whatever I can use that I can break, because Brilliant here forgot his axe. And I definitely need to get a little saw.